So we had a QR code, and it was just after the World Heavyweight title match. Very interesting, some audio.
You think you're so close to finding him, but you don't even know what you're looking for. He's not what you think. He just wants to help. That's all he's ever wanted. He opens up his arms and makes you feel like you matter, like you belong. He doesn't change you. He reminds you. He wants to know, why did you forget about them? He says he opened the door, and the time of secrets has come to an end.
Now, some of you know that this actually leaked yesterday. Someone actually called the old Dr. Psychiatrist number from White Rabbit and got that exact same message last night. It was all over social media, but that wasn't all that was included today. At the bottom of the webpage from the QR code, you would find another audio recording. This one, very creepy indeed.
Do you know the story of the shepherd and the lost sheep? The shepherd left 99 others to search for the one sheep that had gone missing. He rejoiced when he found it. But what happened when my precious sheep went missing? None of you cared. Their families didn't care. Their friends didn't care. You let the darkness take them. Left them shackled in hell all alone. But I set them free. They are my family now. And we will do anything to protect our family. I can't wait for you to see what they've become.
Now, I
beautiful.
believe if you're in the United States, you didn't get that at the bottom of the webpage. Instead, you found a phone number that you had to call. Obviously, international rates apply. So for international people like me in the UK, it's embedded into the website. The question is, that first voice, was it the voice of Alexa Bliss? That's up to you to decide. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. The URL was really interesting because it was a code that took you to a church in France, which also translates from French to English as open door. Now, shout out to the God Cult who found out when you download the audio files, one of them contains 2 9s, 5 1s, wondering if that means 5 members, 2 masters. Crimson adding to that with VXXV, meaning that could be 525, the date for King and Queen of the Ring. Or potentially a reference to Bo Dallas's date of birth, the 25th of the 5th. Maybe? The Lost Sheep surely has to be referenced to Eric Rowan. We know he signed a WWE contract. PW Insider coming out last week with that update, so we know he's coming. There was also some hidden words on the page. If you didn't get the phone number, you got "you did this." We, I think, are being blamed for this. Like, I never turned my back on any of the sheep. I love the sheep. Well, let's rephrase that in a different way. But yes, no Uncle Howdy tonight. A lot of people, me included, was betting on the fact Uncle Howdy would be here. Uncle Howdy not at Backlash. No Alexa Bliss, no faction, just the big major tease. Got to admit though, the Backlash transition they did with the noise, every time they did that, I looked up wondering what the hell it was. And right at the end of the show, obviously they show you the replay of everything, and this was the first image you saw, and I'm like, whole world in his hands. First thing that came to my mind, like, they had me hook, line and sinker in those end credits of Backlash, I can't lie. But now we look forward. Is it going to be King and Queen of the Ring? Is it going to be Raw on Monday? We'll have to wait and find out. We'll be following it like we have been. Oh my God, it's an emotional roller coaster. But I can't wait to say hello, Howdy. This is things you might have missed from WWE Backlash. Make sure you hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. It was the tag match that started off the show, KO and Randy Orton versus Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa, and it started off wild. An epic brawl with security and referees getting bumped everywhere, but it would be Nick Aldis coming out, declaring this a no DQ match that would see things really pick up, and it went extreme. Everyone was asking the same question earlier today. Will Jacob Fatu debut tonight? Will the Bloodline grow? Well, half of that was correct. we did get a debut as the referee got pulled out of the ring, stopping the pinfall. We got the debut of Tanga Loa, the brother of Tama Tonga, the 7-time IWGP Tag Team Champion with the Bloodline. Who in the world is going to stop this new version of the Bloodline? Just look at Paul Heyman's reaction here. Paul Heyman has been crapping himself for weeks over this, and now with Tanga Loa joining the Bloodline, oh my god, it's only going to get worse, isn't it? And now, could we see Gorillas of Destiny versus the Usos in a WWE ring? What is this world? It's insane, isn't it? They certainly seem to tease it, because obviously Jey Uso would be preparing for his match and the Bloodline would approach him. The look that Paul Heyman gave him, that's a please save me face, isn't it? Oh, poor Paul Heyman, man. Oh, I love you, Wobbly Walrus. Jey would challenge Damian Priest for the Heavyweight Championship, and when JD McDonagh got involved, the problems within Judgment Day arose again. Finn would get involved. Damian didn't seem to notice that, but it was JD put Damian's foot on the rope, allowing Damian Priest to take advantage and win the World Heavyweight title match. Interestingly, afterwards, he'd stop a post-match beatdown of Jey Uso and intensely tell off the other members of Judgment Day. Damian Priest turning babyface. The Judgment Day members kind of fallen in line for now, but it was the Judgment Day that's the only reason that Damian is still the World Heavyweight Champion. If he loses them, does he lose the belt? Massive shout out to the fan who bought a sign saying, "Bring back Hill Doink." Yes, I agree. More clowns in WWE, and Hill Doink was amazing. We crowned new women's tag team champions. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill winning the belts tonight. Really solid victory for these two. I loved the new double team moves. They looked okay as a team. It wasn't as polished of a match, I think, as people wanted it to be. People are always going to nitpick with certain stuff. Honestly, it's fine. These two aren't a tag team. They are sort of a thrown together thing, becoming a tag team, if you will. And as they're emerging into that division, now running a division with the tag belts, of course they're not going to be as polished as the Kabuki Warriors with years of experience, right? But now really does come the challenge for WWE. You've put the tag belts on two really big stars. You now need competition for those big stars. Hopefully, this is the spark that the women's tag team division desperately need. Bayley would defend her title in a triple threat match, and it was a hell of a match. I'm really pleased they gave him a lot of time. And I'm pleased as well they put the right title belt graphic up for Bayley this time, after on the kickoff show displaying the NXT Women's Championship. What? How does that happen? What are you doing? Bayley would win the match, and I really love the fact she was a babyface for this. I love that the crowd were really behind her. I love that she got a moment at the end of the match with one of her best friends, Naomi, and I love that she got that moment in front of fans. Do you know what? Genuinely, Bayley is the women's champion that we all deserve right now. She's absolutely brilliant. Can someone please check on Samantha, though? Because there is literally a man with a hammer next to her. What's going on? I know, it's the timekeeper. He's about to ring the ring bell in a little bit, but why is he holding the hammer to her head? Main event saw AJ versus Cody for the undisputed WWE title. Really solid main event. Really good match. Do you know what? People really hated on AJ prior to Backlash. I hope he shut up those critics, because he looked amazing tonight. This was all about sort of redemption for Cody, proving the critics wrong for him too. Could he overcome like a story after finishing the story? Well, the answer was yes, he could. After the great match, Cody Rhodes, a thunderous crossroads, and Cody would retain the Undisputed Championship. Very solid show. The crowd helped so much. Genuinely, 9 out of 10 from me tonight. Let me know all your thoughts and theories in the comment section down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Turn on notifications. Never miss an upload. Like the video. Share the video. It's only 9 PM for me. What do I do the rest of the night? Peace!